Yeah, yeah, yeah. We in the place to be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We in the place to be. What's up, y'all? What's going on, sports fans? It's Lifestyle, aka Child of God. Better know. So much going on in the world today. How y'all doing? Let's get started. Grab my tea here. What up? What up? Let's get started today. Definitely wanted to talk about a few things that I had on my mind. For me, uh, just trying to stay organized. Business, entrepreneur life is a wonderful thing if that's really what you're supposed to be doing. And it can also be stressful. I mean, you got to get that back office in order. That's what I'm doing now. I filed my taxes 2021, third year of being in business in the cannabis, and it feels great. You know what I mean? It feels really good to have something that you built that over time has grown and is sustainable. Definitely have other ventures to finish completing, things on my bucket list, as you could say, in life, like while I'm certain ages. And I really got to get this music out. I really got to get these videos out, this movie out. Yeah, like that's what I really want to do. But we got to create financial stability so I can move around and just live like, how I want to live and then be artistic. So, entrepreneur life, man, connections, networking. It's a great thing. Sometimes people like to block you though. They like to close doors, knowing that you're going to be, very, very successful. And sometimes we close those doors on ourselves. You know what I mean? Because for whatever reason. So entrepreneur life, it's a beautiful thing. I'm very, very happy where I am. I'm escalating into a new life, and I just got new ventures and new employees and new logos, and staying organized is the hardest part. It's just so much going on, and then I have personal activities that I want to do, that all adds into the artistry. I'm about to start taking these lessons. As soon as I finish organizing my life, I gotta just do a lot, paying fines, and taxes, and organizing both websites, editing podcasts, and just creating music, and then this business plan. Although one of the topics, and let's get it started. One of the topics of the day is Wells Fargo is cutting back all personal credit, and not that that hasn't happened before, right? I think they did that in 2008 as well. But in this season, for them to be doing that, that's a sign. Me personally, that's a sign that you need to get your stuff. You need to get all your financial things in order. If you can, and that's why personally, somebody like me keep my debt really, really low. The highest thing that I have to pay for is this car. Um, because we're going through some difficult. We're gonna go through some difficult times coming soon. We need to prepare. But yeah, Wells Fargo said that they are taking away all personal credit, and that if you have some out there, if you have a personal credit line, that you need to turn that thing in. If you have a personal credit line, you need to turn that thing in. You need to pay that, and they're closing it. You won't be able to use it no longer. Let me bring up this article for y'all. So Wells Fargo is not playing around. They said that, hey, send us our money back, cuz we out. You know what I mean? We starting with the personal loans. Watch how they escalate. Watch other banks. Um, and this is what is this article? This is CNBC. Watch other banks, participate in these types of actions. Watch. And I'm over here working on a business plan. I'm like, shoot, if they're gonna have any money for me at the time, I'm gonna have to find some free money. It's companies that build their whole financial platform off just applying for grants, loans, just financial well-being to keep their businesses going. A lot of nonprofits definitely participate in that. But yeah, Wells Fargo, man. I mean, this is, they did this in 2008 with the housing crash, and they're starting to do it again. I mean, inflation is going up, gas is going up, food prices are going up. If you haven't noticed, okay. So I'm just letting y'all know out there, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. Um, Bill Cosby, sports fans. Bill Cosby is out. Bill Cosby is out. Um, Bill Cosby, man. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you know the history of Bill. Our dad still is my dad. There's just things that um there's just things that the Cosby show taught me and it taught you. You know what I mean? And there's just things that you can't take away from that. I mean, I grew up on the same black sitcoms that we all grew up on. And you know, Family Matters, Cosby Show, Different World, Fresh Prince, um, Living Single, um, 106 in Park. I mean, a lot of these things, had good moral sense to it and good morale, like how to move around in life. Um, Nowadays, it's just so many portrayals between men and women, between women and women, between men and men. And in those times, in those sitcoms, they were teaching us a lot. Like they kept us straight, on how we treated each other. And man, college lifestyle. I was like I couldn't wait to go to college, but I didn't get sent to college, you know what I mean? So, but Bill Cosby is out. I'm really proud of Bill for keeping his prayers up, most of all, because that was God that let him out, right? They had a contract. There was a contract between the prosecution and Bill's team, before he came out and said that he was I guess he was, you know, in that time and even still to this day, women party and men procure things to keep women partying for free, you know what I mean? And keeping them up in their lifestyle. Plus men enjoy it too. I mean, it's not just for the women, but women um will make a man want to procure that so he can hang around and be around you, or whatever, sexual interactions and stuff like that. So it's not uncommon for famous people, right, to have thousands of women, that participate in drugs. I mean, it's culture. Everybody was doing drugs back then. People are doing drugs now, and it's culture to do drugs. It's so much culture to do drugs that they just pushing that box. Like, yeah, we about to legalize everything. You know what I mean? It's already some states and some cities doing that. Because the war on drugs is just a waste of money. People are going to do them. Cocaine is going to get sent over, or heroin is going to get sent in, or meth is going to get manufactured, right? I don't know. It's got to end. So maybe legalizing it is the answer. Give the hey, go ahead. You want to do it? You want to fuck up your life? Go ahead. Let's see if you do or don't fuck up your life. I don't know. Um, there are working drug users. Um, but yeah, what I'm saying is, bill is out. There was a clause in the contract that he wouldn't get locked up, and that was violated because that prosecution that made that contract left, retired, quit something. Double check me, fact check me, and new prosecution came in. But even still, the judge, with the evidence during pretrial, that shit should have been thrown out because you know they had a contract. Contracts are not meant to be broken; they're meant to be renegotiated. Um, so I'm so glad that I'm really just doing contracts now as an entrepreneur myself. Like there's so much protection in it. But you have to be careful dealing with contracts too, because you could sell your soul on a contract as well. Is that not correct? So Bill is out. I'm glad that his wife is happy about it. Um, you know, I'm happy that he's happy about it. I'm happy that a lot of Black America is happy about it. I don't know about Black Twitter. I don't know about Black Twitter. I mean, you know, look, like this is what Black Twitter did to. Hold on, man. We don't want that. We don't want that. Go back where we was at, please. Come on, computer. Don't mess us up. I'm DJing over here and trying to get this. I don't want to. No, thanks. Return. Okay, well, they won't let me read the article unless I subscribe. Isn't that this what I'm saying? Look at this internet thing, man. It's just like it's crazy. But fam, you seen it, right? Before they keep trying to make me subscribe. I don't want to activate anything. I just want to get out of here. Let me get out of here before they keep trying to make me activate an account. But you seen it, right? You see what this is saying right here, right? This is should Fasila Rashad resign over her celebration of Bill Cosby's release. Like, I think she's teaching at Howard. Um, but why would they want her to resign? Let people feel how they feel. They always trying to cancel some goddamn body. Like they said it's a betrayal that she's celebrating Bill Cosby. I mean, Bill Cosby was loved. I mean, and a lot of those accusations was from white women. A lot of them. White women was partying back then, getting away with privilege. Have y'all seen Lovecraft Country? Then you got to subscribe to everything to get an article. It's crazy. But anyways, you see, this was Philip Rashad. They're saying she betrayed the community, that she should resign. Um, I believe she's up at Howard, which is in DC. We right here, and she know a lot. Like she is gorgeous, by the way. I can't wait till I get a wife like her. Look at this woman, gorgeous, age very well. She was all of our moms. And they didn't have to switch up moms like Fresh Prince. She stayed our mom. We didn't get a stepmom, a light skinned stepmom. You know what I mean? She stayed our mom and she corrected us. You know what I mean? And so we're mad at her now. We need to be ashamed of ourselves, people. Straight up and down. We are all out of alignment for being mad at Felicia Rashad. Um, if you mad at her, and even if you mad at Bill, like the Bible talks about these things, man. Men and women, like David, Solomon, all the kings, all the famous people had many of women. You know, um, they also married them. They also married them. Bill, I mean, if you could have married these women now, I think that's really what the issue is. I think, you know, it might have just came together like, fuck Bill. Like, Bill didn't choose me low key inside, but yeah, nah, he did this and that. Even though I was doing this with any other dude, you know what I mean? It wasn't just Bill. I don't know. Ladies, come on now. Let's be honest. You know what y'all be doing. I mean, I'm just saying. But yo, Bill is out. They coming at Felicia Rashad. They coming at whoever supporting that. And Bill about to go get that bag because it was wrong. They had a contract. You know what I mean? And so you can't break these contracts. And the state be breaking contracts too. And so hundreds of thousands of dollars for wrongful incarceration. It says it was wrongful. That's what the decision came up to be. So ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, Bill Cosby. You know, keep doing what you're doing. Bill told you read the court documents and the papers. You know what I mean? So, in other news, because it's going down, somebody I really love a lot. Like, she is amazing. She's real ghetto too. I like that. Look at this. She's so ghetto. I love her little ghetto ass. She is gorgeous. Um, the only thing I can say to this young lady family is, you know, we all want to say you know better, right? Um, we all want to say you should know better, right? But like we all make mistakes. We expect her of because of who she is and what she's already been doing. We expect her to always be perfect. And baby, you are okay with me. Okay? Who cares if you were smoking weed? That should probably make you faster because you're able to calm down later, chill, relax. But, I'm just talking. But what I'm saying is like, okay, my real thorough opinion about it is you know better. I know that your mom passed away, your biological mom. Apparently you have two moms. So do we all. I have two moms. I have a couple moms. And your mom passed away. It was stressful. It was, you were told by one of the officials from the Olympics or whatever, because you're preparing for the Olympics. Y'all go into like super quarantine. Like they follow y'all to make sure y'all following the rules and all these types of things. And so I get it what happened. Um I would have let you slide, boo. If I was in control, I would have let you cold slide. I would have been like, you know what, leave her alone. Don't bother her. Don't talk to her. Let her run her races, and then we'll deal with what's going on. And those bylaws need to be reformed anyways at the Olympics, right? The Olympics is jolly races anyways. We already know that, but the real opinion I have is just like we got to do better. We got to know better. We got to be tougher. We got to be stronger. The elders was strong. You know, they didn't let things get in their way because they knew they had to go up against the white man and they had to be perfect. I mean, nowadays we don't have to be perfect. We shame people to death nowadays. Shame their ass. Throw shame at them. Make them, you know. But boo, you are not shamed. We appreciate you for being successful in your right and what you do. We love to see black women run track, and we love to see black women do mathematics, engineering, lawyers, and doctors. We love to see black women do it all. So keep doing what you're doing. Um, and that's really all I got to say about that. You know, we got to go up against these things. They're gonna try to stop you, but you just forefront. You pioneer. Okay, boo. All you got to do is pioneer. Because they tried to do the same thing similar to Naomi Osaka, and she just dropped out. I'm sure y'all rapped, you know what I mean? Because she just dropped out. Like, what is the point? I'm not, if I can't stay in control, you know, of my own narrative, I'm a champion. Like, why do I need to talk to the media? I talked about this. Check out my podcast. I'm gonna send the link when I finish. I'm gonna put the link over there so you can click on it. No, Naomi Osaka. We talked about that. Charged her $15,000, yo. And Ms. Richardson, you didn't get fined. I hope not, but next time, baby, next time we're gonna go there, and we're gonna take it all the way. I'm be there supporting you, and I'm gonna make sure that you don't smoke no cannabis. We're gonna wait till after all the Olympics is done. We're gonna get you a high as fuck after. Okay, all right, boo. But anyways, shouts out to her. She did a fantastic job, and she still does a fantastic job. We need to give her a pass, but we also need to go in there and let her know and secure her. Like, you got to go 100% and you got to be perfect in a sense of, we got to make sure that we look good on all angles because we can't, we representing those children. The children are watching. You know what I mean? Family, they out here assassinating presidents. What's going on with that? I don't understand it. They shot his wife up and she's still alive. She's somewhere in South Florida, right to this day. From her injuries, they were critical, as they were reported on the news. And apparently, like the next day, I mean, I kid you not, like the next day, they put out the footage and supposedly they caught the people that raided his house. I mean, this was like a Scarface type raid. Remember at the end of Scarface when the boss man sent, the big boss man, the final level boss man, and he sent the whole team. He sent like to Tony, and they laced Tony up. I mean, he sent the whole army basically after Tony, and so they damn near did the same thing to the Haitian president. And I'm like, what? And I'm just like, his wife is not dead, with but he's dead, and all that stuff is going on. I don't know what happened. I don't know the details. I'm sure she's gonna release that. That's probably under wraps because who knows what kind of government influence might be into this. Because apparently they caught 26 Colombians and two Haitian Americans from South Florida involved in this assassination. Now, from what I hear on the news, they saying that the Americans, the American Haitians, are saying it didn't have anything to do with it. The Colombians, I mean, I don't know what's going on with the Colombians. Spanish people. You in Haiti, and you talking about actual Colombians, like they look different. So it probably wasn't hard to find. I don't know if they got Spanish people working out there in Haiti. Dominican Republic has closed all borders to Haiti. They shutting that joint down. Family, pray for Haiti as we always do because Haiti's always going through something. It's always something going on with Haiti. And, my father in heaven, he tells me like it's because they won't turn from the witchcraft. And that's all I say. Don't shoot the messenger, player. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying, like, my father wants you to turn. My father in heaven, But it's always, Haiti's also a strategic place for war. And you could bounce off there and get to many places. Um, so I don't know what's going on. We got to keep that in mind. We got to keep that in mind. that you don't just go around assassinating presidents. You don't really see that. You don't see that. You haven't. We haven't seen that in a long time. Although presidents do have people assassinated, if you dig what I'm saying. Family. Speaking of presidents, we are now leaving officially by the end of August. We should be out of Afghanistan. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Um, this is like Vietnam. We over somewhere we shouldn't even be over there, doing stuff we shouldn't be doing, taking over shit we shouldn't even be taking over because we don't really want it. This is like this is like when you get with a girl that you don't really want, or you get with a guy that you don't really want, right? You over there, you establishing things, you having fun and everything. But then all of a sudden it click on you 20 years later. You're like, yeah, no, I don't I'm not into this. I'm out. And just leave people devastated. Like, you know, just devastate them. Like, yeah, I'm out. You know what I mean? And trust me, I've devastated some people. I'm sure I have. It's okay though. We can always talk about it and get to a better place in our relationships. But you know, the Afghan people are devastated now, like because now they got to go up against the Taliban, which they just took over like a base. This was in on the article I was reading. They just took over like a base, and they accumulated um Humvees, and they got guns out the ass. They got a lot of guns that they accumulated, U.S. military stuff, which makes me to believe this was somewhat of a setup in itself. Like, yeah, cuz we leaving and we leaving all this shit here. I don't know who's gonna come grab it. I don't know. But if you decide to, hey, there's just stuff here. You could use it, but we leaving it. Okay, bye. And it's like as soon as we're leaving, like like literally as we walk out the door, like they come through the back end and just infiltrate the things because the actual citizens can't stand up for themselves. They're basically, they're still trying to build, and building takes a long time, man. Especially if you got to catch up. So I don't know what we're doing. I feel like we're just handing over weapons like we did before. Because remember, the Taliban was from us. We got them started to help fight against Russia. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is not our stuff. We shouldn't be all up in people's stuff. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be in people's stuff, and we shouldn't be building relationships that we know essentially that we're not really ready to keep. Right. And that's what I'm learning myself on a micro level. Like, why build relationships that I'm not ready to keep yet? And why commit myself to things that I don't need to commit myself to? I don't know. We're all trying to find our way. Family, we're gonna give you a quick musical break while I warm up some tea real quick. This tea then got kind of flat on me as far as heat, and I'll be right back. And we're back. You know I couldn't leave you too long. You know I couldn't be but too wrong. Yeah. 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 I wish. Um, family, look, we gotta get into one more thing here, and then I gotta get out of here. I ain't gonna take up your time. This is vice versa current events. I'm gonna start a little spin-off thing here. Family, there is a serious drought in California, as it always usually is something going on in California naturally. Most of our vegetation that we consume comes from California, parts of the Midwest, Florida, and there's droughts around those areas, not in Florida, but the West and the Middle West. We need to understand that this has implications not only on the price of food and inflation, but it has implications on whether or not we can sustain eating, consuming. But there's a lot of natural alternatives like vertical farming and stuff like that. Um, we should be okay, but that's probably why Bill out here printing up meat on 3D printers because the world, the earth, Mother Earth, we have disrespected her for the last time. Okay, she is furious. Okay, and so is the Father in heaven, the Most High. You know, he's furious too for all the idolization and the vain proudness, the haughtiness of us. You know, it's said that he regrets even making us. Say that we was worse than Noah in them in his time. You know what I mean? But there's all types of climate things going on. There's all types of things going on in space. As you know, and probably should know if you don't know, that they've come out, UAPs is what they call them now, instead of calling it a UFO. And so, as you can see here, this is the report officiated from the Pentagon. Preliminary assessment. That's like the beginning. Unidentified aerial phenomena. These things move incredible. Like the footage, the little bit of footage that they do show us, because this stuff has been going on for decades, and like they try to make it seem like it just started since 2004 or something like that. Uh-uh. I think it's us. I think they deceiving the shit out of us, just like they deceived us about Covey Vody 19, and I think they just making us fools, yo. Like they just keep trying to deceive us. I think that's us. I think we got the technology, whether it be China, Russia, or us, or a collaborative effort, because we've been wanting to be in space, right? I mean, just think about it logically. We've been wanting to be in space and have been in space. We have satellites up there. That's how telecommunications work, right? We have towers that connect with those satellites and on Earth. And yeah, there's no freaking way that you did not see UAPs, UFOs, um, on the way into space, out of space, down from space, coming cross from space. None. They knew about this stuff. They've been known about this stuff. This ain't new. It's new to us in the sense of these things are showing themselves. These things are showing themselves, and it's like that song, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I'm about to let you know. I don't even know all the words to that song. But old school, you know the words. Sing. Um, cause I'm just saying, like, there's just so much going on, family, and we can't sit here and just act like we don't see this stuff. Twerking on ambulances and just living unrighteously. This is one of my favorite jams right here. One of my favorite jams, cause I love this. Uh, uh, Come on. Oh, you thought the words was coming in? Nope. Anyways, family, I'm about to get out of here. I just want to leave y'all on a good note. Pay attention to the news out there. This is Vice Versa Current Events. It's your boy Lifestyle, aka Child of God, and I shall not be moved.